Hello and welcome to another episode of WFRV Plus's Cardboard Club. I'm your host, Devin Willems. Got a special guest. We haven't recorded in a while. But we got a special guest here, Brian, joining us from the Photog land. How's it going, Brian?
How's it going, man?
You just had today was you were on the ice, sturgeon spearing. This one we're recording. It's been it's February 13th, so first time. Have you ever done ice? Never been on the ice before.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's always a unique thing to see when people come over here.
Yeah,
we're not here to talk about ice or sturgeon spearing or whatever we got in the waters down in Lake Winnebago. We're here to talk about some cardboard. So, Brian, what did you bring for us? What was the main game you have?
So, I'm a big Pokemon
All
fan.
right, yeah.
So I brought a few things here.
All right, you got a couple binders. Yeah, no, that's awesome. So before we start, you don't want to jump right into it. Let's dip our toes. When did you start playing Pokemon?
Well, I
or
started,
collecting or whatever. Yeah.
I would have been probably 7.
All right.
And started. It was when Gen 3 came out, so that was kind of the big part of it. So
what was Gen 3? Is that the Cyndaquil or is that Gen 2?
That's Gen 2. So this is like Trico.
Okay, Trico. Yep. Okay.
Torchic, Mudkip. Mm-hmm. So that kind of was the first fresh thing. So I'd watched the cartoon and stuff as a kid.
Always.
Really young. But Pokemon came out the year I was born. So it's about 7 years later is when I got into it.
All right. Yeah, I first started, I was born in 91. So I actually collected base set and I would collect it as a kid. I mean, I don't know how old you really are when you're trying to collect, but like I opened packs of Fossil was probably the most that I've opened.
Right.
I don't really have much anymore. Jungle Fossils, those were always fun to open. Did you start? This is a question I always ask Pokemon. Did you start the video game or the card game first? Seems like you were kind of in the TV the TV.
Yeah, right in the middle. So there was TV show first. So it was just especially the Indigo League stuff.
Oh yeah,
and the movies. And then I think I got my first actual card from a VHS tape of Pokemon 2000.
Yep. I think I remember having like the Mew card when the original Pokemon movie came out. That would the tearjerker when Pikachu was trying to wake up Ash when he was in Turn to Stone is always a get one. Did you end up dabbling into any of the video games? Any of the cards?
Yeah. Pokemon Emerald was the first game I ever bought for myself.
Really?
And with my Game Boy Advance, so it was also my first personal system. So I kind of just went from there. I ended up getting the older ones from some friends. So I've played every generation.
Favorite starter of all time?
Trico is the one I always go to. Yeah.
I think that was the one that I ended up getting to. As I got to that Gen 3, I kind of stopped. Cyndaquil, Gen 2 I played. Obviously Gen 1 I had I had Fire, Water, and I ended up getting Gold too.
Yeah.
Those are always fun to play. I mean, obviously this was late 90s, but it seems like I jumped back in on the Switch game, Sword and Shield, a little bit, and it was kind of cool to have because I'm just like wheezing, kind of cool to see how they keep evolving some of the original Pokemon in the 151. So you started in the TVs, movies, then you sprinkled into the games. Did you go to cards first and then games, or kind of both at the same time?
Kind of at the same time, really. Right. So it's like the first sets I remember getting was those Fire Red and Leaf Green ones.
Okay.
And then the first sets that started having the EX, like it was like Holen Phantoms, I think is one of them. So a lot of my collection is from that era. Just from the early stuff, and then I fell out of it. I'd say once I got to about middle school, and then in college I started playing a lot more.
Really?
So I just kind of jumped back into it.
So it seemed like same thing here. As you get a little older, you kind of just play with your friends. As you get older, you kind of play a little bit more competitively. Is that kind of what you started to do?
Yeah. So basically paid my way through college playing local tournaments.
Huh.
Pretty good at it, and I would. You'd win packs, and then I'd sell the cards that you get from those packs.
Yep.
So it made me not have to have a job while I was at school. So that's pretty fun.
That's all. And you're playing a hobby. I mean, it's always one of the ones that I've heard from Pokemon is that if you go to some of the bigger stages, bigger tournaments, you get these exclusive promo cards and gear and items that sell for a lot of money. So I'm not shocked. It's a. I mean, that's even now. I can't even imagine what it was like. I mean, how long ago was that you were doing?
So that would have been. From the 2016 to 2019.
Yeah, okay.
So it's just before the explosion.
The explosion, that's where it's even wild now. I mean, grading has become a huge thing, especially in the Pokemon scene. It seems like a lot of cards are graded in there as opposed to the other ones. Yeah, do you have graded cards? Do you have any interest in graded cards?
I have a stack here. They're going to be graded.
Oh, okay.
They haven't been graded yet, but I've got some contenders.
I like that. Have you ever done the grading process?
I've only done it once, but it was a group effort. Okay. So the person that actually owns it, he has it now. So it's like we kind of got it together.
Who did you use?
It was your regular PSA.
PSA, yeah. That's seems like that market has expanded. Where you got like PSA, you have Tag, SGC, and Beckett are kind of some of the popular ones that have been going on. I know everyone's kind of got their own preference, and obviously price is a big one.
For sure.
All right. Competitively, paid through college, awesome. Now, did you stop, or did you kind of transition to more of a collector at that point than it did it?
Basically, it was a hard stop in 2020.
Yep, COVID.
Yep, and moved to a big city that I'd never been into before, and then the pandemic happened 2 weeks after I moved there. So I kind of fell out of it until, say, 2024.
Okay.
Got back into some competitive stuff, and I had some fun. It wasn't quite as intense as it was back in 2019.
No.
But it was a nice, fun time. Just
do you still do competitive?
I haven't started yet here.
No? Okay.
So hopefully we'll get some.
There's
some stuff going.
there's no shortage of local stores. The competitive can range. I know. I think not Game Trade. Game Capital is a very popular. I think that's in Appleton. I think they even had like a world champion play that.
Gnome Games, I know is one.
Gnome Game on the west side. They used to have a lot of Magic for Friday Night Magic, but yeah, they still get a lot of people show up there. Competitively, so did you? When you stopped, did you sell out? That's always kind of an interesting one.
So unfortunately, there's a lot of that I did sell just before, which kind of sucks because there's a lot of cards that are worth way more now.
What's the biggest regret card-wise? If you had to pick one card, you're like, okay, I can go back in time and not sell it.
A full art Charizard EX. It was 151.
Oh, yeah. 151 is absolutely exploded. Do you have a lot of, we'll get to it now, but do you have 151 with you right now?
Not any on me. Maybe a couple that are in the binder. But yeah, I sold that one for about 170. Now it's up to like about 300 if it's graded.
Yeah, well, I'm going to quick see if they have I have TCG over here.
Yeah.
151, the full art, right?
Yes.
So you said, what did you sell it for?
175.
Yeah, right now, ungraded, you're looking at what, 275.
Yeah,
ungraded, just kind of regular. You could buy 151 is would be like the one set that I would certainly love to collect. Now it seems like it's hard to get to. I mean, that's like 151. That hits all the notes for me. I know all the card or like stuff like that. So, all right, we'll take one quick break. When we come back, we will have Brian's. We'll get into some of his collection stuff. We'll have him show it off. So stay with us. We'll be right back here after the breaks. Hello and welcome to Cardboard Club right here on WFRV Plus. I'm your host, Devin Willems. We have Brian here with us. All right, Brian, we got a little table to your right. I want to pull it up. Let's see what do you want to show first? It's an empty table. It's all. Let's see.
So I'll start off with let's see. There we go.
Yep. So it's like that. What is that? Like a full heal? So it's a Pokemon Center.
So this is a Fiery Torch.
Okay.
So these are cards you get from the Pokemon League when you actually play competitively. And so story here is the website Troll and Toad.
Yep.
Their headquarters is in Kentucky, and that's where my college is.
Really?
So I played my tournaments at Troll and Toad.
I'm sure they probably. How many people were there?
Plenty. Yeah, it was pretty big. And then you got a professor's letter. Just like these are just the symbols and stuff.
Yeah. What are they called? Pokemon Centers or Pokemon League, right?
Pokemon
League. Yep.
So then
those always kind of add like a little bit of extra value to because these cards aren't specific in the sense of like you can get like a regular professor's envelope or whatever, but this one's foil and has the Pokemon League on it.
So you get these by just coming and playing. You don't
like participation, pretty much.
Yeah. So then here's like a Klefki that's a third place prize. So it has the marking right here that says third place.
Yep. So those you actually need to get third and have. So it's even like a double feature, if you will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so there's a Pumpkaboo that's third place as well.
And normally these third place cards, I mean, they're basic Pokemon in the sense that they actually are basic, and they're normally not competitively. I wouldn't say normally highly sought after. From time, there might be every now and then. There's
something maybe cool.
Yeah.
So like this is like an Avalugg, and it's a second place.
Okay.
So it's like
it's the same thing. The only thing that changes really the actual number that says second or third on that one. Now, first place, is there a different one?
It's the same thing. It's the same design.
Really?
I don't have a first place on me.
Oh, wow. You said you're competitive and don't got a first place on you.
Those are some of the ones that I sold because they were one was a Mewtwo, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So sometimes I've had some of them. They're like EXs.
Yeah.
But then most of the time they're like basic like this.
Yeah. How many tournaments do they run normally that has like once a week? Is it like once every month?
Normally, just depending on the size of the place. So that one being a pretty decently sized place, you have a lot of players. So like they'll run a tournament on day 1, day 2.
Okay.
And then day 3 have the winners come and compete into the final tournament. And then usually it's right after a new set launches. Is when they have the big tournaments.
Okay. What else you got? Let's see what else.
This just a little binder here.
All right.
There's some cool stuff. These are some of the special cards from the Delta.
The Delta species. These are like the ones that are like it's like a normal Pokemon, but think of it as like it has a different. It's a different type of species, quote unquote. So it's like, oh, instead of it being a water type, it's fire or lightning or whatever it may be, right?
Yeah, exactly. So these two are fire types.
Yep.
And but they're mixed with steel.
Yep.
And I know the Tyranitar and the Flareon were both pretty highly sought after at the time.
See if I can pull one up here.
Yeah,
Flareon Delta. See if it pops up. Is it? I think it's this one. Is it number 5 or number 108? If you have the bottom right.
It is number 5.
Number 5. All right. How much do you think it's worth?
Because this one is in poor condition compared, I'd say probably about 50.
Okay.
Ungraded.
Yes, all these are ungraded. So if you would consider it damaged, it's probably on TCG you're looking around $25.
Yep.
If it's HP, I mean, here's the thing: there's not many listings of it. It's a relatively rare card. I think right now there's only 18 listings on TCG Player. If you have it in like regular condition, like near mint, you're looking at close to 150, 120.
It's not bad. It's also a very cool looking card.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty neat one.
And the Shedinja that's right underneath. It's one of the e-reader cards.
Oh, those are the ones you got to like plug on the bottom.
Yeah, so you would scan these with the Game Boy Advance for various games. And this one's kind of unique because it has like this really crazy like color on it.
Oh, is it like a nice swirl or is it just a little different?
It's just the way the foil on it is really, really catches, and it's almost like a dark card. Like it's very like not very bright.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never even heard of this Pokemon.
Yeah, Shedinja. It's a Gen 3.
And
it's like a ghost type thing at some point, but
yeah, that one. I mean, again, not that money is for everything, but is it a hollow foil or is it like I don't know? They have a reverse.
It's like a
reverse.
It's like a mix of both in a weird way.
Interesting. Well, the prices matter. I mean, or the foiling matters. Like if it's a technically hollow foil or reverse hollow foil, it can range. That's
all
unique.
All the e-reader cards are very expensive in some form. So this one, even though it's like not the best condition, it's like typically like $40.
Yeah, and that's kind of right where it was. What is Kingdra? I don't know if that one was an e-reader.
Kingdra?
Yes.
Yes, I have that one as an e-reader. It's in awful condition.
Yes, the Aquapolis one. I have one. Yes, I have the. I don't know if I told you the story too, but I've showed it in the past. I have that card on the back. Me and my brothers. I showed it on this series before, but my other brother's name is Drew.
Yep.
My other one is Lucas, and on the back we always used to fight them. So my mom would write.
I should wrote your names on them.
The initials.
Oh, that's funny.
So I think it was mainly for my 2 younger brothers because obviously me and my brother have the same first initial and first last initial for that matter, so they can't do that. But it's got a D in permanent marker. So I'm like, oh, it's kind of a cool card. I didn't realize how much it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's decent on the front. It's not the best, but it's. I've seen worse. I flipped it over on the back and it had the D in permanent marker on the back.
That's brutal.
I kind of laughed. I'm like, that's kind of funny. I showed him this thing. I'm like, but this is what it's about. You know, it's stories that you can tell.
Exactly.
Like, look how cool this card is, and now it's not worth much.
So like,
you got like that Machamp. Those are the ones that if you get it in Japanese, it has English on the words on the actual highlights of the thing, as opposed to if it's English, it has the Japanese. I think it's the moveset. Is that a Machamp or a Gyarados?
Oh, this is a Charizard EX.
Oh, okay, or neither. How about that?
And Sylveon next to it. These are from the 151. Pokemon 25th anniversary.
Do you have this? Do those have this? No, the Pokemon Centers have the Pokemon stamp.
Yeah,
stamp. Those are normally pretty good.
So these are now.
Is it Sylveon EX?
Yes. And I know, I believe this one may have been a promo. I think it's a Black Star.
The what one? The Flareon?
Sylveon.
Oh yeah, the Sylveon is a. Making sure I look at the right one. Looks like it. Yeah, I mean it's crazy to see these cards that just spiked in price. Like they just are not spiked. If you look over like the year price of the cards, it's literally like a graph that just starts here and it just goes up and up and up and up and up and up.
Yep.
Yeah. For example, on February 17th last year, like a year ago, it's about $22. Now it's about $55. Now it's not in good condition. I think that's just more of like the damage. So it's doubled in price in a year, which is wild. And that's in the damaged condition that those are in.
So these are like almost perfect condition. They've never been taken out of the sleeve since I got them.
I think that's just crazy how Pokemon has value. Some people have said that there was a little bit of a bubble that's kind of bursted. And people have moved to One Piece as kind of the next transition. But listen, this Pokemon cards still have value. It's not like they're worthless. There's still plenty of value in Pokemon, which is wild. Some
of the other ones I got here, these are both Black Star promos.
Okay.
I believe. This, actually, the restaurant might not be, but this Charizard was.
Do you have you said Treecko is your favorite Pokemon. Is your favorite card that you like to collect? Obviously, Charizard is like the historically most valuable card in any set because it's just Charizard. It's one of the most popular ones. But do you have like a card that you like to see a lot of?
One of my favorite types of cards are the evolution sets that tells a story.
Okay.
So I always like it. There's one that came out with Sun and Moon where it was like a Charmander and like a child, and they grow up with each evolution. I like stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Those are the types of ones I like to collect the most. But all of these are like kind of the more special ones.
Okay.
But I like Treecko a lot, but I still have yet to get a good graded one. I really because I like to pull it myself instead of just buying
you can just buy a graded card.
So I'm still waiting on it.
Yeah. Looks like, I mean, you have another Flareon.
Yes, it's from the same set, and these are weird because they've got all these little bows on the side of it.
Huh.
And in Japan, they had come out like maybe a year or 2 years before, and it was supposed to be like a collection of just cute Pokemon.
Yeah.
So they repackaged them in English for the 25th anniversary.
Oh, yeah, I see that those little like both stamps over there.
A few of these cards from that era have these stamps on them. Not exactly sure what they mean.
Okay.
And then like this one is just one that I had. It was probably one of the more played ones in the last season, and I just still have it because it's a pretty good card. Its ability just allowed you to have a lot of flexibility.
Does so competitively, do they have formats? If I remember correctly, they have like a legacy format and like a newer, like a standard format. Rotation? Do they have rotation?
Yeah, they have a rotation. So like this one, the Illumination, it's the V stars are now out of rotation, so there's no more.
And the value in conjunction, that normally goes down, especially for the more competitive cards. Because if a card is needed to be competitive, more people want it. Supply and demand, basic stuff.
So I probably would have bought this card for $30, and now it's worth maybe like $3.
Yeah, and that's a perfect example of like the rotation and stuff, and why people try to speculate and like that. Like, oh, this card will be good, and the next set won't be good, and we'll hold on or try to dump it before it goes on. That's also an SP on the bottom. That looks pretty neat.
Yes, these are the GX full art cards. So these are kind of the first of the textured styles. And this was actually a prize from a tournament back when Sun and Moon came out.
Is it have like any extra?
It was a store prize, so it was just like a whole collection of the whatever evolutions were in that series. And like this is the Gardevoir from the same set, and it has those bows as well.
That's pretty neat. I like a lot of that stuff. So this is like do you still go to shows? Or do you try to like go to some of these stuff to trade or do whatever you want, stuff like that?
Yeah, when I was still living in Louisville, there was a lot of like conventions that would roll through. So sometimes I would go through that, especially just doing this type of job.
Yep.
You get a good trade going on. So like this Flareon is the same version as the one I just showed you, but it's the full art version.
Interesting. The when you go to, is this your first binder? The binder that you're showing now, is that the one you kind of show out, or is that the one you kind of keep at home? Like if you were to go to like an event to trade or something.
Yeah, normally I just pack a binder like this, just of stuff that I'm ready to trade out.
Okay, yeah.
So just something I can carry around quickly.
I like it.
Because I still have a lot of other stuff in storage where we just moved that I don't even know where it's at right now.
That's kind of what it was like in my mom's basement, where it was like, hey, Pokemon, let me just go through it, and because I want to do some of this on the show, and it was like, that's where I found the Kingdra and stuff like that. It's just wild to see storage like that. So, all right, last break. We'll take our last break. When we come back, we'll highlight some of Brian's big stuff. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to Cardboard Club. I'm your host, Evan Williams. We have Brian here with us going over some of the parts of the collection. I know you have so much. We'd be here for hours if we went through every single thing you had. So what do you got next for us? Let's see what you got.
A couple of things from childhood here.
Oh, now we're talking to... Funny, a quick little side story. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon were very popular at our school back then, and trades would happen, and they wouldn't sometimes be fair. Somebody told the principal... because the trade was really bad or whatever, and the cards were then banned from our school.
Same deal for us.
Really?
Yeah,
that's completely I never heard that before.
Yeah, all cards are banned, which was funny because a lot of these cards came from a teacher whose son grew out of it. She said, and she knew I liked Pokemon. She was like, "Do you want all these cards?" So she gave me like bags full of Pokemon cards. They're all fossil set. Base set.
Oh,
so you got.
you have a first edition Scyther from Jungle, right?
Yeah, and Articuno as well.
But neither are foil, or is the Scyther foil?
No, neither are foil.
Let me pull it up. Foil.
And I believe
that Nidoking's foil on the chat.
Yeah, and the Chansey I think is a shadowless Chansey.
Really? That's the one thing. It was hard for me to tell if it's shadowless or just no set symbol. There's like different. Some of the original Pokemon stuff has some unique stuff. I love the old stuff. I think I really wanted to have like an original like fossil set complete and like hang it up and display it, but I've just never got around to it.
So then with the same thing. Here is a whole
bunch
of Mewtwo. So one is like that
one's from the top promo. Left one is from the Rocket set, right? Or
it's a promo from the Rocket set. And then you have two versions of the different colorations, and then the Japanese version. Golly. These are always really cool.
I love looking at this stuff, man. This is awesome.
I'll show you the really cool stuff here.
Oh, really? You didn't even start off with you're saving the best for last. I like it.
Yes. So these are in Nintendo Power gave out some free cards.
Yeah.
And
I love the Gym Hero set. Like the Sabrina stuff, one of my favorite sets.
So my mom works for a recycling company, and last year a house had like a ton of Nintendo Powers they threw out. But they were full. They were complete. They'd never been touched since they were bought. Yep. So every one of these cards comes from Nintendo Power. So they're complete.
That's a Black Star. I don't know if you could pull up to the camera like really close. That right... that right next to above 10 where this says attack, like that's that Black Star promo that you see a lot of Pokemon have, and then the Nintendo Power stuff's sick. That's awesome.
So this was Nintendo Power. You have your classic Fat Pikachu. And then this also very cool promo Mewtwo.
Oh, that's sick. Another Black Star. Those are really cool.
And then these two are really unique. These are it's Kyogre EX. From with the e-reader symbol on it.
Huh. And then it looks like a unique foil. I mean,
and then Groudon, they came together.
Really?
So this was all Nintendo Power, and then you also had Charmeleon, which is like I gotta have.
Yeah, I mean that art just again brings back so many memories. This is my favorite. Like I said, that's my favorite part.
The Dark
Persian. Another one of my favorite. That rocket, like the dark, all that stuff, like the Dark Flareon stuff like that, is awesome. Dark Persian. Yeah, God, I haven't seen one of those in like forever. This was so cool.
And but yeah, all those are from Nintendo Power, so they had never really been touched. So they're like just been folded in those books flat. So these are some of the ones that are going to get graded.
You're going to send them in, huh?
Yes.
How much do you? What one? If you had to pick one to come back as a 10, what one would you want?
Honestly, the Sabrina's Abra just looks so clean.
Really?
Yeah, that's the one that
I realized now. I just didn't even have that camera up. It was not a black thing.
I feel the best about.
What do you use for graded prices?
Troll and Toad normally.
You use Troll and Toad? Okay. Yeah, what was the other?
Keeping it local.
Yeah, graded prices. There's always a site. I'll pull it up last night. Arena Club. Oh, price charting. That's the one that I was thinking of. I want to see if they have that Sabrina's Abra up. Yeah, I mean a 10 on that one. I mean you're talking over. It's wild. Again, this is kind of the prices for graded stuff. Right. Ungraded, it's around $40-$50 if it's a near mint. If it comes back at 10, it's $200.
Yep.
It's just, so you're 5xing the value of a card. Just you didn't do anything to the card. It just comes back in a slab, which is that's crazy. And stuff like that's just crazy.
Just it being from like a magazine that was forgotten by some kid. Almost 30 years ago.
And now here we are. It's crazy.
And got one last one.
What do you got? I got a quick thing. That Dark Persian, if it comes back at 10, right now I guess the last it's like $4,000.
Really?
Yeah. The Black Star, it's the one that I'm looking again. It's on price charting. PSA 10, it says $3,900. 9.5 is $300. I'm guessing that 3,900 is because there really hasn't been much sales of it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, if you're looking at 9s, like $250, stuff like that. So that's
pretty cool.
That's really cool. All right, what's your last one? Let's see it.
All right, you gotta have the classic. Your childhood Charizard.
Set 2 Charizard, love it. I always thought it was unfair. One of the best moves. Could kill pretty much any Pokemon. Yep. I think Arcanine was the only other one that had like a move that could get up to 100. I thought with just regular 100.
This one's pretty old. There, you can see the scratches and the foil and stuff.
Even still, though, I mean, that's still sick. I mean, that card is what, 1997?
This one says 98 on
98, yeah. So, like, I mean, that's almost 30 years old.
Yes.
And it's cool to have stuff like that. So,
it's very cool.
What if, to end it here, what is do you have a favorite card with you right now? Just like the one that you go to, or did we already go over it?
It's got to be, I just really like this. I've just always really liked this Tyranitar on the first page.
Yeah?
It's like one of the first cards I can remember actually pulling and being like a really cool foil.
Yeah.
So I always go back to that one.
Yeah. All right. That's cool. See, like, it's not like it was I mean, at that point, I don't know if it was competitive or not, but like, it's not competitive, but you have memories attached to it, which is what it's all about.
It was like, my 10th birthday. Like, I think that's where it came from. Yeah.
I remember opening like a ho-ho from like the first time I was ever, I'm like, oh, this is like, I hit the lottery as like a 12-year-old kid. Exactly. You're like, this is the best day of my life, and it's just a Pokemon card that your parents are like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Makes no sense.
So that was one of the ones that I always went back to.
All right. Any siblings you had to share your cards with?
I have one sister, and she had no interest whatsoever.
That's the dream right there. Yes. That is the dream. So, all right, Brian, thank you for stopping on. I appreciate you taking the time to go over some of your cards, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, thank you for watching right here at WFRV Plus. Plenty more WFRV Plus content you can find all over. But until next time, thank you for watching.